Thank you, Crash and Burn. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention for many more minutes, please. Not too many more minutes, but if I could have your attention, we're going to sing the praises of the Westport Rotary Club some more. I think it's me. I think it's me. Yeah. Could I have your attention, please? Okay, thank you, everybody, and welcome back to the 100th celebration, where we love to mix and mingle. When we mix and mingle, thank you, thank you. You know, somebody put these up here. And if you're at the optometrist, they say, which way is better, this way or this way? I'd say this way. Hello again, everyone. Thank you. I just love to see you having a good time. So we have another presentation. I've already talked about some of our wonderful spouses who do great things for the club, and Steve did a wonderful video. And another spouse, Tom Curley, has done a wonderful PowerPoint presentation for us, which I get to take a big part in. And it was written in great part by his wife, Ellen, our member, Ellen Curley. Thank you. We thank them for this next part of the presentation. And this is just another bit of a lot of information about the Westport Rotary Club, and I am going to take these off. I think you get it, right? That's 100. That's I get to wow you again with the accomplishments of the Westport Rotary Club and brag about what a fun club we are and pretty much always have been. So buckle your seatbelts and wander back again to March of 1924, exactly 100 years ago, March 7th, 1924, as we signed the papers to make Westport Rotary Club a reality. Calvin Coolidge is president, and the business of America is business. Prohibition is in force, which of course makes us all wonder how this club ever got started. Flappers and silent films are popular. Only 35% of households have phones. People still use ice boxes, not refrigerators. A gallon of gas costs 11 cents. God bless America. And radio is becoming a major focus in American homes. Into this America, Westport Rotary is born on March 7th. That's when Anson Leary, the first General Secretary of the Westport YMCA, which was founded just a year earlier, decided to form a Rotary Club in Westport based on the formula that Paul Harris created 19 years earlier in Chicago. It was a social club, but also dedicated to improving the local community. The Greenwich Rotary Club, I hope they're still in the house, founded just 3 years earlier, was our sponsoring club, so thank you again, Greenwich Rotary Club. Service above self was the motto, as it still is today, and despite our reputation as among some as hat-wearing, secret hand-shaking, mind-bending zealots, we are still a group of pretty normal people. committed and friendly volunteers who socialize, network, and organize to achieve the goal of effective and meaningful community service. Make no mistake, the Westport Rotary Club has changed a lot since 1924. We've morphed and evolved the most over the last 100 years in 3 areas: tradition and tone, fundraising, and international giving. But before we get into the gradual change that occurred over the last 100 years, it's more fun to address the glaring exceptions to the rule that organizational change takes time. There were 2 pivotal years in the club, 1988 and 89, that saw rapid and dramatic change.
1988 was the year that the Rotary trustees made a promise to the children of the world at the convention in Philadelphia that year to eradicate polio from the face of the earth. 1988 was also the year that a number of members of the Westport Rotary Club decided that going to lunch didn't fit their personal business schedules. They wanted to form a sunrise club, a breakfast club. And there were quite a few members that felt that way. And 1988 was also the pivotal year when the U.S. Supreme Court provided some encouragement to Rotary to allow women to join Rotary.
And Westport Rotary indeed opened its membership to women in 1988 after some encouragement. You gotta love it. And in 1995, we elected our first female president, Judy Rovens. There have been 10 more female presidents at Westport Rotary Club. And I would be in big trouble if I did not state very clearly that women have been a large and positive force in the club ever since. And we now have 50%, almost 50% women membership. I think the State of the Union is going on right now, and I feel a little bit like this is the State of the Union. It's good. 1988 was also the beginning of our continued involvement with the playground at Campo Beach. And as you can see, that was a long time ago. That year, we supported the building of the playground both financially and with hands-on volunteer hours. In 2006, we helped refurbish the playground, and now in 2024, our Centennial Project is sponsoring the renovation and modernization of that playground, which, if you recall, in 1989 was really not supported by the local community. It's now the keystone of our beautiful Campo Beach. 1989 was momentous for the Rotary in one more way. That's when both Dr. Paul Speakerman and Rick Benson, about whom we've heard some tonight, joined the club, and they single-handedly turned our minor international involvement into a major charitable force. We'll have more on that later. As we get back to the 3 main areas of gradual change, most obvious was the tone and the character of the club. 1924 was a more formal and exclusive time, and I'm pretty sure we'd not get away with maintaining those rigid standards today. I hope you've all been, or many of you have been, to our relaxed lunches and fun lunches at the Greens Farms Church, and if so, you will find it hard to imagine that our first 50 years lunch meetings were a formal affair. Not only did men wear suits and ties.
In those days, all the officers sat at the front, a long front table, and therefore you didn't communicate with your fellow members. And me, for example, I was an officer for 4 years, so I didn't talk to anybody for 4 years. It was bad.
As we all know, and as we all learned, Bruce tells great jokes, and I'm so glad he told my particular favorite, so I'm not going to tell some of mine now, but maybe see me after. Since 1993, our Pass the Gavel installation dinner for new presidents has been a cookout held at Campo Beach. Again, this